everyone. So it's a new year, new reading vlog. Same me though. It's January 3rd, so we're a few days into the new year, and yeah, Happy New Year. I am trying to read every single day in January just to make my reading more consistent because it just hasn't been very consistent lately. And so far I have been sticking to that. So lately I have been reading Call Me By Your Name. You might have heard about this because, as you can see, this is like the movie tie-in edition. I don't even know if you can get the other edition. I got this as a Christmas gift, so thanks, Mom. I wanted to read this because I know I want to see the movie. It's probably going to be nominated for an Oscar, and I always try to watch all the movies that are nominated for Best Picture. I am like 110 pages into this one, and it's pretty okay so far. I mean, I don't really see the hype quite yet. There are some things about it that I'm kind of like, on. If you don't know, this follows a boy named Elio, and this other guy, Oliver, and there's a bit of an age gap between them, but like, And basically, Oliver comes to stay at his family's like residency thing that they have for students in Italy, and Elio is very into Oliver. Everything I heard about this book before going into it talked about it being just this amazing romance, but so far it's really just been a one-sided lusting, if anything. I wouldn't even call it like a romance. And sometimes like the mentality that Elio has towards Oliver is kind of toxic, like how much he wants him and how he describes feeling towards him. I don't know if that's making any sense. That might be discussed later in the book. I really have no idea where this is going. But yeah, so far it's not bad. It's just not a lot has happened, I feel. And there's not that much left. Like I have like maybe half of the book left. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, it's a nice like idea so far, but I definitely need more to kind of understand what the hype is around this one. So yeah, it's like 2 p.m. right now, so I am gonna sit down and read for a while, see how far I get into this. I've been setting like my time goal for a day because I don't have a number of pages or books that I want to read in January. I just want to try to read for at least an hour every day, so I'm gonna try to read at least for an hour, maybe more, we'll see.
Of the world are rearranging, the sun is sending, those are cunningly estranging all.
Hello, it's the next day now. I deadass look like a toe, but you know, it's fine. I got a package in the mail, and it's from my good friend, my best friend, my beautiful friend Whitney. If you don't know her, I'm pretty positive that you do, but I'll link her channel down below. Witty Novels. Oh, love her, my girl. And she sent me this package, and I can already tell that it's way too much. She's so freaking sweet. I'm sure there's probably like a book in here, so I thought, why not unbox it in this lickety vlog. Lickety vlog. Scissors acquired. Oh my god, she taped it so good. I'm so weak.
6 hours later.
I finally got it open. Oh, it just says happy birthday / Merry Christmas. Because my birthday was on the 19th, if you didn't know. The first thing in here, I think this is a sticker, and it's of Kermit sipping the tea. She asked me one day what my favorite meme was, and I was like, I don't know. Kermit memes are great, and oh my god, look at these socks. These are super Christmassy. And then these ones, oh my god, it says Meow Xmas, and the cat is, oh my god. These are so freaking adorable. And it's also funny because I got her dog socks, so we both got each other animal socks this year. I love it. Whitney! She sent me, it's like I think it's supposed to be a postcard, because it's from Redbubble and it has like a place for a postcard, but obviously I'm not going to use it as a postcard. But it's this, which is Kaz and Inej fan art. We both love this one so much, and it brings us so much pain but also joy. And oh my god, this is a work of art. There's another note. It says the pepperoni are for Bindi, not you. So there must be pepperoni in here somewhere for my dog. She's so cute. And then she says, I couldn't find any Gail Hawthorne merch, so sucks to suck. And she said, I love you, which I love you too, girl. We got some Kit Kats, which are my favorite chocolate candy ever. We got some Sour Punch Bites, which are my all-time favorite candy ever. They're all, like, literally frozen, but I love it. Oh my god, there's some more stickers in here. Why be racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic when you could just be quiet? Fucking preach, girl. I love this. It's a Little Sebastian sticker! If you don't know who Little Sebastian is, then you've never watched Parks and Recreation. And if you've never watched Parks and Recreation, you actually have to watch it because it's amazing. Oh my god, there's some caramel M&Ms. Whitney, this is too much. You're so sweet. Oh my god, this is a mug, and it's literally so cold to touch. I can just make myself feel better. I'm a book nerd. Oh, that's really cute. It just says I'm a book nerd, and then it has little books. It's like a little watercolor, and it has a girl. This is so cute. It's like my hands are so cold because everything in this box is cold because it's like negative whatever outside. This is the back. Oh, pepperonis! You're too sweet. You are too sweet, Whitney. I can't. Okay, this is soft, so I think it's maybe a shirt. It's that same sticker, but in shirt form. It says, I'm a Little Sebastian. This is so good! Whitney! Oh my god! This is so funny. I love it so much. And finally, the last thing in this package. Holy shit, Whitney. That was so much and so amazing. I love you. I'm thinking that this is a book. Feels like a book. Aww. She got me When Dimple Met Rishi, which is a book that I told her was on my TBR or whatever you call it when she asked, like, she gave me like a list of books and I was like, oh yeah, that one. And yeah, but I'm so happy. Whitney, that was so freaking sweet. I love you so much. That was way too much, but I love you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love you. That shirt also came with some more Parks and Rec stickers, which are so cute. Hello, so it is Friday now, and I just finished reading Call Me By Your Name. What is my hair even doing? I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this book. On the one hand, the romance was, like, good, and the characters were, like, interesting. I don't know. I don't really know how to talk about this. I think overall, like, the idea of the romance and, like, the idea of this longing and this the way it goes, like, I think it was good in that way. There were just, like, parts of it for me that were, like, too much. Like, it was, like, too kind of, like, toxic, the obsession that Elio had with Oliver. I know it literally, like, states that on the back, so I should have known going in that this was just a really intense romance. Was kind of heartbreaking, not like I cried or anything, like it wasn't like that intense, but it was just, I don't know, it was good, but it wasn't great for me. I think another thing that really, like, turned me off was just the writing style, so not the actual content of the book, but the writing itself. I'm sure some people love it. I know I've heard a lot of people say that they love it, but for me, I just wasn't a fan. It was kind of like I was always detached from the story with the way that it was written. We're pretty much in Elio's, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, we were pretty much in his head for the most part, I feel, and it's like I'm almost seeing the story in snapshots rather than, like, really living in the moments. I don't even know if that makes sense or if I'm describing it right, but there was just something off about the writing that made me kind of not feel that into it, and I'd be, like, reading it and I'd, like, lose my, like, train of thought, or not my train of thought, but I'd, like, start thinking about other things and I'm like, shit, pay attention. I'd probably give this, like, a 3-star, because like I said, I did enjoy the romance, the idea of it, and the idea of the characters. Obviously, there's some like tropes, I guess. I don't know if it's tropes, but it has a plot line that we see a lot with LGBTQIA plus romances, and it's kind of like tiring to read this, like the same like sad gay story, I guess, if that makes sense. You know, that like trope where like gay people can just never be happy. This book was written in like 2007 though, I think, and I believe it's supposed to be set in the 80s, but I really didn't get a sense of time. I think that's another thing that I was like, where are we? What's going on? What year is this? But yeah, I can see why people would really like it. It just wasn't entirely for me. It was very much like the romance was it. There was really no other plot. So if you don't like romance books, I wouldn't recommend this. But if you do like romance, possibly. Also, can I just say, the peach scene? That's all I have to say. That's another thing. This book is definitely very sexual. So if you don't like reading about sex, or if you're like a youngin', perhaps skip out on this until you're older. Or if you just don't like reading about sex, then probably skip out on this one, because this is definitely desire heavy as well. It's not like just romantic, which I think was another thing that I was like, I want more between these characters than the attraction and the desire and the like the obsessive thoughts. But yeah, I don't know. I am going to watch the movie because that's why I read the book in the first place, and I feel like this is going to be one where I actually like the movie better, just because I feel like this type of story I would rather watch than read. With the way the writing was, I think the writing will fit better for me in a film aspect rather than in a book setting, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I just wanted to say I finished this. It's okay. 3 stars. Gonna watch the movie. I hope it's a good time. Hello, it's your favorite looking wet noodle ass kind of thing. It's been a hot minute since I vlogged. I can't remember the last time, but since I talked to you, I have watched the Call Me By Your Name movie, and it was pretty good. I don't think I love it as much as everybody else does, but I do think I liked it better than I did the book. The movie just didn't have some of those kind of toxic thought processes that the book did, and so it was a lot easier to kind of like get into the relationship. There was still something about it that made me feel kind of disconnected, just like the book did. But yeah, I think I did like the movie overall better than the book. Oh, so. Anyway, come here for this vlog clip because I have so many packages and I thought, why not unbox them with you? Just so you know, these are all boring because these are all textbooks. At least I think they should be. But I thought maybe that's interesting to see what other textbooks people do for their schooling situation. I don't know. If you don't know, I do school. If you don't know, I do school online. It's like through a university. Like there's an actual campus and I could take all these classes in person if I didn't have my ridiculous health issue thing. But I do it online because of that, and I am a communications major and a writing minor. I have this upcoming semester, and then the fall semester for this next fall, and then I'll be done, which is crazy. Most of these, I think, are going to be for my writing classes. I'm taking 3 writing courses this semester, 1 communication class, and then an English class, just because I need to fill more credits in, so I just picked a random class and I was like, English sounds good. I'll probably regret it, once I actually start. But anyway, I have no idea what is what, because when you order books, you typically do it through all those third-party sellers on Amazon, and it's just like, who knows what is what. This is taped so well. So the first one is a book for my writing class, like I said. I think this is my rhetoric class. I think that's what it's called, rhetoric writing. I have no idea. But this book is Rhetoric, a very short introduction by Richard Toy. I'm obviously not going to explain what these are about because I have no idea in their textbooks, but I'm just here to show them off. So look at this. It's so tiny and cute. Probably won't think it's cute when I have to read it for class though. So this one looks kind of like it's like an actual like book. Like it's not just a textbook. It's just like a self-helpy kind of one of those books that you read for class. Anyway, this is called You Majored in What? Mapping Your Path from Chaos to Career by Catherine Brooks Ed.D. Education doctor? Is that what that means? I have no idea. School's teaching me so much. So yeah, this is for one of my writing classes. I think it's a class that focuses on what you've done so far and like using, obviously your writing and stuff to find a career. So this will actually probably be a really helpful class, and hopefully this book is really helpful because thinking about careers after college makes me very, very anxious. This book I'm actually kind of excited about. It's called Undoing the Silence: 6 Tools for Social Change Writing by Louise Dunlap. And yeah, I think that's going to be like a pretty interesting book because it's, I'm guessing, about writing diversely, which is really interesting. I don't know which class this is for. Obviously it's for one of my writing courses. Hopefully this is really good and really important and useful. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I'm on the last one, finally. Oh, she's thick, whoever she is. Okay, so this is for my poetry class. I didn't exactly want to take a poetry class, but there's very limited options for the writing courses that are available right now because it's still a new program, so they're still introducing new courses. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully I have a new appreciation for poetry after this. But this book is The Poetry of Our World, an international anthology of contemporary poetry. So yeah, this is just a poetry anthology, which will hopefully be good. I could probably mark this right on Goodreads. Hell yeah! So these are 4 of the books that I will be reading for my upcoming classes this semester, which starts on the 22nd, I think. I still have a lot more to come because I have 13 in total that I need for this semester. As for an actual reading update, so far I have been sticking to my goal in January, which is to read at least for an hour every single day. I have done it. It's only the 9th, so we're not that far into it, but I mean, go me. And a few days ago I picked up Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. This is the only book by her that I haven't read yet, and so I thought, you know what, let's dive into a book by one of my favorite authors because I know I'm gonna like it. I'm about 200 pages into it so far, and I'm enjoying it. There are parts that I'm kind of is a little slow and a little unnecessary feeling, but I'm really invested in this mystery. I want to know how it ends, and yeah, I'm into it. If you don't know, this book follows a girl named Libby, and when Libby was 7 years old, her mother and her 2 sisters were murdered, and it was believed that her brother did it, and so she is kind of on her own. We're 20 years in the future, more than that, but we're with Libby in the present day, and she's pretty in a not good place. She's very depressed. Definitely trigger warnings for violence and depression and suicidal thoughts, mentions of it for this book. She's been living off of donations that people gave, years ago when this first happened. And one day she gets involved with this guy who is a part of a kill club, which is this kind of club where they look into murder mystery kind of things. And basically there's still a lot of unanswered questions surrounding the murders of her family. And these people that she's meeting don't think that her brother did the murders. They think that he is innocent. And so she starts working with them because she needs money, and they'll give her money just for doing things to try to get more answers. So yeah, like I said, pretty good so far. Can't wait to, finish this. Yeah. When it's 42 degrees, so you can finally go for a walk. Yes. Ms. Bindi, are you enjoying our walk? That's a yes. She's too excited to respond, obviously. Hello, so I kind of look like a freaking mess right now, but what's new? I just checked the mail, so I'm still in my Imagine Dragons hoodie. It's the 11th now, which is a Thursday? Today's Thursday? Yeah. So I figured I would come on here and wrap up this vlog, but first I have 2 things, so that's 4. 2 things to discuss / show you first. So first I have 2 more packages that I'm gonna show you. More textbooks, of course, but I don't know, maybe somebody's interested. Bum bum bee dum bum bum bee dum bum. Love Rihanna. Alright, so this first book is Writing to Change the World by Mary Pfeiffer something. I can't tell if these 2 stains are a part of the book, the cover design, or if it's a stain from the previous owner. I'm a little concerned. I just flipped this open and there's a card in here for the Cardiac Care Center for Washington, D.C. Side note, I live in Wisconsin, if you didn't know. I hope whoever had this is okay. Anyway, this is obviously a book for one of my writing courses. I honestly could not tell you which one. Next, this one's real tiny. Okay, so this one is obviously for my poetry class, and it is a poetry handbook by Mary Oliver, or Olivier, depending if they're French or not. So this is obviously just a book on poetry. Hopefully it'll help me write some good poems, because I literally know nothing when it comes to poetry. I'm not a poet. So those were the two things that I had to show you, and now the other item of business before I close out this vlog is talking about what I've read. Last night I finished Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. It was pretty darn good. I think I gave this one 4 stars, might be more like 4.25. I love Gillian Flynn. If you didn't know, I love her writing style. I love the complex, interesting characters that she writes, and that was the same case here. Her writing was amazing. The characters were so interesting and complex. They're not always good characters, they're not always good people, but they are so interesting, and it makes them more interesting. Their flaws and their, the things that they go through. Pro tip, don't read the back of the book, like the description on the back, because it mentions something that doesn't happen until the last 20 pages of the book. The only thing that didn't make it a 5-star for me was that some of the parts were kind of slow, and I was like dragging myself through it. And I'm kind of like, I'm not sure if I like the ending or not. Like, it wasn't bad. I was satisfied. But at the same time, I expected, I don't know, maybe something more bizarre. But I don't know. It was good. I love it. I'm sad because I don't have any more Gillian Flynn books to read. I've officially read all of her work, including her short stories, so I don't have anything left. I need her to write another book. Gillian Flynn, if you're watching this, you're not, but please write another book because I love your books. So that's it for this reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I think in this vlog, more so than in my others, I stuck to basically just showing my readings or bookish related things. Let me know if you like that style more, or if you like me to throw in more snippets of like my life as well. Maybe discussions on other things that I'm consuming, like TV and movies and all that stuff. But until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. This is so cheesy. I hate myself. Bye.